buying up on items, and then I'll attack again. Maybe do a bit of creeping first. Also probably want to go for a second hero as well, possibly a Mountain King. I think a Mountain King is a good way to go. In this sort of situation when you've got a little bit of a skirmish against the orcs, the Mountain Kings are really good at putting pressure and killing weak orc units and just bolting them, keeping them stunned so you can focus the rest of your army on them. Definitely a better choice than the other two heroes, I think, in this particular game situation. Sometimes I might try for the Blood Mage with the Paladin, but I mean, those are really for other matchups. I think it's against, in one-on-one game at least, against an orc player. Definitely go Mountain King. I mean, there are probably a couple of neutral hero from the tavern choices. Maybe a Naga Sea Witch or something. But really, Mountain King's the best way to go. And finally got some sorceresses up, heading my my units down there to the middle 3 o'clock expansion, just to clear that. I might be able to put up a town hall there later, but it's a good place to creep for me really, because it's probably out of the way of his army, and it's halfway across the map. And after I've crept this, I can head over towards his base. Now, yep, and plenty of forces there to take that up fairly easily. I'm just making sure that my sorceress doesn't waste all of her mana slowing the creeps down, because if I can save that up, that'll be a lot better. I can slow a lot more orc units that way, and that'll be best. So just filling up on more items. Got a pair of gloves or something there, and Mountain King going for that potion. Really good idea to buy items for your Mountain King as soon as you buy it, as soon as the Mountain King is finished. Main reason is because he's so weak at level 1, and number 2, the enemies really go for him. They really love to target him, and he's right in the front line, so it really helps if you've got a potion. Otherwise, just losing your Mountain King before he can get all the spells off is just a real disadvantage. Going for another creep camp, just slightly closer to the enemy. This one's the Goblin Merchant, and I want to take this out because this will allow me to buy some potions of invulnerability, which will be really useful. Just going up with the defense, of course, with the footmen against the trolls, very effective. Means you can take much less damage, much less for you to heal. Notice I haven't really got any priests defending in the army yet. I wanted to keep the sorceresses, build the sorceresses initially instead of priests, because that's what will give me the greatest advantage over the orcs in the first fight, and then when I can add priests later for the healing, very useful. So at this point I want to go over and attack the orc base. I've got a decent army. I've just intercepted a unit there, so maybe if I can get the Mountain King in range to bolt him, that'll be great. But looks like I'm under attack back at home. The orcs have attacking my base with a lot of raiders, so that's actually looking really nasty. Those raiders will easily be able to kill my building. So at this point I'm faced with a decision between using a town portal scroll or running, and what I'm going to do is cut my losses and run. The reason I'm making that decision is because I don't want to waste my town portal scroll, because I'm going to attack him as soon as he flees. Once I attack him, if he holds his ground, then I should be able to win this fight with my sorceresses. But if he just town portals back, then I want to run after his base, and he may just attack me again, and I want to conserve that town portal for the second time he comes. So just engaging now. It looks like he's standing his ground. He's not portaling home. Starting to use some of my abilities, get the sorceresses in range. He's just going to go for that Altar of Kings and hopefully take that out. Well, hopefully for him. Hopefully I repair it, and luckily I have managed to keep that alive before he teleported back. So I've got no shot. And if I had used my town portal, I wouldn't have been able to buy back another one. So it's good that I saved it. Unfortunately, I have lost a few important buildings. I've lost my shop and I've lost my second sanctum, but with that one sanctum still there, I'll be able to follow after with priests. And really want to bolt that grunt, but he's not in range. The Mountain King's too slow. Maybe needs some speed boots or something. All right, so luckily the orc player stood his ground there, and I think that was a mistake from him, because it allowed my sorceresses to cover all of his army in slow, and that will prevent him from rushing straight back to my base and doing the same thing again, because it'll take him so long to get across the map. Mountain King got in range there and slowed him down, and looking really good here. I'm ready to put in a final assault and actually attack the orcs. Slay the orcs! Do you like my human impression there? Slay them. And now it is time to do that. Alright, so I've got my casters in the back row. Wondering where his army is at this point. I'm just going straight for his best. Yeah, his army is over to the right, to the What he's probably going to do is just run around the trees and attack my sorceresses from the back. So what I want to do is just move my group of sorceresses to one side, and then when I see him, just move my melee troops in the front and keep the sorceresses around the back. It's a good micro to have. And what he's going to do is he's going to go straight for my heroes, because I know that's his tactic, that's his style. He did it last time. But luckily I've upgraded adept sorceresses, so they will be able to use invisibility on my heroes, which is a really good tactic against orcs. They don't often expect that, and initially I'll use my items like invulnerability. And keeping the heroes alive is a really good idea here. I've still got my town portal scroll, so I can just teleport back if I run into trouble. He's going straight for the heroes as usual, but his army is just getting plastered right now. I'm really taking his army to town. Slay the orcs! Slay them! Alright, and time for some invisibility, because I'm running out of items at this point. And he's running out of grunts and raiders, so that's really good. I've used another potion of invulnerability on the Mountain King, and the beauty of this strategy is that after you've used invisibility on your unit, I just got a bit close for comfort there, so I decided to use a scroll of Town Portal and keep my units alive that way, and then I'll just come straight back because he's lost so many units. Ouch! Mountain King didn't actually get teleported with the rest of your army. You really want to watch that. Again, another one of my rusty mistakes is that when you use a town portal scroll, you really want to right-click both of your control groups next to the hero using the town portal. And really in a lot of trouble there with my Mountain King, but bought a staff of teleport, so he's safe again. Be able to head back, and at this point I can use priests to heal them up. What I want to do is, my first protocol is head towards a goblin merchant, because I still haven't rebuilt my shop. I forgot to do that, so go to the nearest merchant over that way and get another scroll of town portal, another invulnerability potion for the Mountain King or something. Probably sell my more useless items to pay for the other items that I need. Really good idea, just to sell those tier 1 items you get from the crappy old creeps, and buy serious items like usable items like looks like there was a Blade Master hidden there or something, because that item just went poof. Yeah, probably did. Sell your stuff like Cloak of Shadows and Gloves of Haste. I mean, they're not very good human items. Really want to buy scrolls of healing and invulnerability potions. They're the really good items to have for humans, in my opinion. There's a couple of other good ones as well, like especially mana potions for Mountain King. I couldn't quite afford everything that I wanted, but I'm heading out anyway. Time to attack, because my forces are definitely way larger than the Orc army. He won't have been able to rebuild a lot of troops in that space of time, and that'll cost him a lot of money. He won't be able to spend as much cash on hero items. At least he's got an expansion somewhere. And heading my peon in, because if this attack goes really well, I'll be able to get an expansion. He's got 3 heroes at this point. I can't find his Blade Master, but he's probably made it invisible to sneak around and attack my Archmage. So just going straight for the attack here. He's built a couple of Spirit Walkers, which are very good units to stop slow, but they just won't have enough mana to do it. And my sorceresses, especially with the Archmage Brilliance, or will really be able to keep them slowed down, keep the Orc unit slowed. So his Blade Master is going straight for my Archmage, and I'm not worrying too much about this because I've got plenty of mana there for invisibility. And while the heroes are invisible, my priest will be able to heal them up. So there's the first invisibility cast. Really thwarted his plans here because his grunts are just being slaughtered at this point, and I can focus on taking out his heroes. And my Archmage just building water elementals and then going invisible every time I cast something. Just keep the water elementals are such good units. They're like knights, ranged knights basically. They're way better than footmen. So casting that spell is very important. You really want to come out of being invisible just to do that, and then make your Archmage invisible again, like I'm about to do before I die. Yes, just in time. And taking out his Shadow Hunter as well. So very good there. He's got a couple of Spirit Walkers, but they've been kept in ethereal form, so I really want to use spells on them and use my casters on them, and I really want to take out that Spirit Lodge as well. Things really looking up for me. He's really teched up very quickly, and that's cost him in the long run in terms of units. And just getting a Town Hall there and moving a couple of peons over there to help build it. So if I can get that second expansion up, that'll really seal the game. He's in too much trouble here to go out and attack my expansion, so it's pretty safe. And just going straight for that tower, that'll really help. With the footman using the defense ability, that'll really keep me going up against those burrows. So things looking really good at this point. And it looks like the game has been won by me, so very very relieved to have actually won the game. Whoops, nearly bought a Griffin Avery. Griffin Avery wouldn't be such a bad idea at this point, but I haven't got a castle. If I did have a castle, I had the resources to get a castle and some Griffins, then going for Griffins would be a really awesome idea. And there's his Blade Master, just trying to get that last kill on the Archmage. I'm not going to let him do that. I'm just going to keep making it invisible every time he's ready to take me out. And next time he shows his face, though, I just want to head around and put some pressure back on his hero, because I've got too many units for him to really face me at this point. So just going for a bolt. Yeah, no way he's going to survive this. Yep, got him. And that's it for the Blade Master, and he's GG'd. So, alright, Warcraft 3, guys. Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. That was another commentary by Vol and first person. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Human versus Orc. Slay the Orcs. See you guys later.